Hi, this is my review of the Galaxy Tab case as it compares to the Belkin Slimline. First of all, the case, let's look at the cases side by side. So here's the Galaxy Tab, very thin case. But let's compare it in size to the actual Belkin. I don't know if you can see this, but notice how much extra material you have, or added length that you have to your Galaxy Tab once you put it into this case. Also, if you notice this way, notice the difference in bulk, how much additional bulk you get. So here you have something that's very nice and slim. Yet again, look at how much thicker this is as compares to the Galaxy Tab case from Samsung. If we were to also look at it this way, you'll notice how not only lengthwise does it add some additional size to your pad, but it also does on the top as well. So all in all, even though if you look at these cases when they're actually open, the actual thinness, they're comparable, but the added material that you get off of these cases, if you look at these side by side, they're pretty much the same. But the extra material that the Belkin adds, where it actually holds the actual Galaxy Tab, adds some significant thickness or unnecessary width to the actual pad itself. So now focusing on to the Galaxy Tab case, a couple things to notice. One of the things that you won't be able to perceive in the video, but definitely when you're using the case, is that the inner area of the case is rubberized, which is great because when you have it on your lap, or you have it if you're traveling on a plane and you put it on the actual tray, it will not move. So it has kind of a rubbery finish to it. Not velvet like some of the other cases where it has kind of a soft inside like this one does, but actually has a rubbery feel, which I kind of like and prefer. It is a snap case, so the Galaxy Tab will just snap in. It does have your audio port. It also has your camera port here. And it does have a magnetic closure, so when it closes, it has like a little magnetic closure. Let's see how the Galaxy Tab looks actually placed inside of it. So here I'll go ahead and snap my Galaxy Tab in. Snaps in pretty nicely. And when I close it, and this is what I was talking about in my previous videos, there's actually no perceivable, there is some additional thickness to it and some additional weight, but really, again, you compare it to this case, notice the big difference. Significant difference in thickness, significant difference in how much extra material you have. And while some may argue that that gives you some additional protection for bumping and for things of that sort, this does have some additional protection right here. If you notice this right here, you have an area that provides some bumping protection on the corners, which is something that's good. Maybe it could be a tad thicker, but not as thick as this device is. A couple of areas that I would warn you on this case. While this is my favorite case at this time, you notice that your controls, your volume control rocker and your power rocker, are really not exposed. They're covered, which is a great thing too, but I'll warn you, if you put it in your briefcase like I do and you rest it this way, this will add pressure because these right here are kind of covered. Let's see, where's my controls? Up here. Because they're covered, your volume and your power button are kind of pressed at the same time. What that results in, when you try to turn on your Galaxy Tab, you find that it won't because it's kind of in a locked state. So what you'll have to do is press the power button and I believe it's the up or the down button. You'll have to try. I know there's somewhere on the forum where it says it. But you'll have to press these two buttons at the same time and hold it for a while. It's either these two or this one like this until it powers up. But I've noticed that's because this cover pushes both buttons when it's resting downward this way. Okay, so that's one of the negatives. The other negative is I find that some people are complaining about the fact that the power area where you would plug and charge or sync your device, once the device is closed, there's no way to access it, so you don't really get access to it. To me, it's not a big deal because all I do is just raise the flap and I just plug it in that way. So not a big deal there. But it's definitely an area of complaint. The other thing to just wonder is the durability of this case. It's a nice case, it has a nice finish, but I wonder how will this area here hold up to the constant opening and closing. I only have had it for a couple days now, so it's practically new, but it will be interesting to see how it holds up to constant use and wear. The same thing is true with this area here. I wonder how much this area is going to be able to handle the constant opening and closing that you could have on the case. Another area that I think that it's well designed is the fact that your speakers are left exposed even when it's closed. So that's great if you want to listen to music. If you're on the plane like I am a lot or often, when you rest this, and this is again how I recommend you rest it, because there's no power or no buttons on this side. When I have it in my briefcase, or if I'm in the plane and I have it on my side when I'm taking a snooze, it's great to have this area here exposed for your headphones so you can listen to music and have the pad securely on your side. As far as the typing areas, which was a complaint that I had with some of the other cases, this case has some rubber feet, which I'll show you in a second. Let's see if you guys can get those. It has some rubber feet here, which is great because it helps it not slip. So for the media viewing mode, you would kind of hold it like this, and it holds well, so it won't fall because it has those rubber feet. Another thing that you can do is flip it back, and then take this area and put it this way. And this works really well. This is compared to the iPad, it's one of the best typing angles that I've found. So, and it's pretty sturdy. And again, because it has the rubber bottom, notice as I try to move it, I'm just pushing it with my finger. It really holds down on the table well. And the same thing I found, it does this on your lap. It won't slide off, and also if you're on a plane, it won't do it either. One additional feature that I don't know if it was intended by design, but that I really enjoy about this case is this little flap. So once you have the case open, notice how you have this flap right here. I find that when I'm holding the tab like this, reading a book or reading a magazine, I really enjoy the fact that I have this little area here that I can hold it. It kind of gives you an extra area, because when you grab it this way, your hand kind of, I don't know, just the feeling is a little bit weird on your hand. But having this little flap here and holding it kind of gives you some nice control. And if you're walking with it like this, it kind of gives you the ability to hold it and it won't slide out. So all in all, this is like my preferred case. It's my favorite case. It has that, again, magnetic clasp there. Adds very little extra weight to your Galaxy Tab 10.1. And it's so far been very durable. Again, my only warning is when you rest it, this area right here, this is where your power and your volume rocker are. If you put it in your bag like this and you're walking with your briefcase, the weight of the tab is going to press those two buttons, and then you'll freak out when you can't turn on the device by just pressing the power button. Once again, this is the Galaxy Tab 10.1 case from Samsung, the official case. Have any questions, just post them on the site. Thank you.